Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not. Hello, Andrew.
Hi, Aunt.
Finally, finally,
Finally, it's over,
finally an episode of New York I
and it's over.
enjoyed, and it's over. They saved the best for last. It was the only good episode the whole season.
When we say enjoyed, we don't enjoy the context of parts of what we watched, but it was entertain. It was exciting. It
It
was
was what
like
was
it was
what I tune
Housewives. It
into.
was
It was
yes, it was
Housewives. Yeah.
yes.
It was right up there with some of the best finales by far.
So
Especially the way they framed the season with the beginning and then they went back to the beginning at the end of them not talking, her walking in. Brynn, when we say her, we mean Brynn. And
yeah,
I will say before we even talk about the episode, I do not believe she'll be back just based on the editing at the end with the way they had her alone and the lights went out. It was a lot of foreshadowing there because we've established that when you're a psych job, and I'm sorry, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think Brynn is a psych job.
all right. Well, here's my take
She has
before we
used,
dive into
I
it.
know, but I want to just say this one thing. We have had 2 years of Brynn weaponizing her abuse onto others.
Oh
Two
yes.
years. Yeah.
So here's my question, and it was something that was hard for me at the beginning to watch, and I like had to stop and like think about it because I was like, okay, am I going down this rabbit hole or not?
Okay.
And then I've decided but this is where my brain initially started. So like, imagine. At first, I thought to myself, is Brynn saying that the guy she slept with to get on the show raped her?
No, I
And then
didn't
I
take
thought to
that.
myself, NBC would never put that out.
No, that wasn't it. She was saying somebody raped her.
In general, yes.
And
Okay.
then Uba was saying, who did you sleep with to get on this show?
Exactly. No,
Right.
and Bryn's accusation is that she knew when she made that comment that she had been raped in the past. Now, this is more of an informative
No, I want to
question.
say something. She didn't say she'd been raped. And let's clarify that. She said she'd been sexually assaulted,
Assaulted.
and they're
Exactly.
not the same thing.
They're not.
Okay.
My question is that do you think there is, let's like before we talk about the whole
Everything.
interaction with
Yeah.
Uba and Brynn, do you think that if Brynn slept with someone to get on the show,
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't even think about it, but go ahead.
that would be inappropriate still for Uba to say if she knew she had been sexual assaulted at one point in her life?
No, I don't think those two things have anything to do with each other. Do
Okay,
you
because
agree?
that was the question. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. If
unless
you sleep with somebody to get on a show and you were sexually assaulted, I don't think they have anything to do with each other.
now if
I
Brynn walked
think,
around and said, I can't sleep with people because I was sexually assaulted and I'm not able to have sex because I'm traumatized or something,
okay, all
that
right.
would be a different ball game because then it's
Yeah, that
like you're
would be a
accusing her
different
of having
ballgame.
sex with the producer,
All
yada
right.
yada. But not
Yeah.
that way. Brynn sexualizes everything. Brynn doesn't have a problem with
Everything.
sex at all. Brynn
Yeah.
is on the beach stripping and doing this, and again, this is what we all watched on TV, people. This is not me
Yeah.
mansplaining. I don't need
No,
any
right.
feminists in the
Like I said,
comments.
there was 2 years of manipulation,
We
of
watched it with our own
weaponizing.
eyes. I
Yeah.
don't think it's
Yeah.
appropriate, and this is why I think the cast is unified in how they feel.
In case anybody doesn't know, the cast has not, no one in the cast has had anything to do with her since the reunion.
Even and Erin, who has seemed like the most soft or whatever,
No,
if she
Erin,
posts something
she's like
up,
the maddest.
she's like, no, because here's the deal. Brynn, if Jenna Lyons came out and said, well, the reason why I don't open up as much is because I was a victim of sexual assault. Like when have you seen the reunion clip where Andy
Yeah.
says to Jenna, you don't bring your personal life on the show or whatever?
Yeah.
If her answer there was because, well, you know what, guys, it's because of this. Okay, I get it. If Andy
Totally.
knew, that would have
Yeah.
been so inappropriate to say, right?
Yeah.
Because maybe she's uncomfortable. But Brynn Whitfield, you have
Yeah.
sexualized yourself as a character. You have sexualized what a housewife is.
Listen, the
We,
episode before she was on, but thought she was Daryl Hannah and
the
Mermaid.
most sex we saw in the Housewives, I guess, well, okay, this is maybe not true then. it's isolated. Atlanta, the Candy stuff, which was like funny, but that was like Candy, like as a secure multi-millionaire, bringing it on the show. She's multi-recording artist. She brought it on voluntarily to talk that
You're
she was a
right.
little bit of
Okay.
a
Yeah.
freak.
Right. Uh-huh.
Now, just because Candy brought it on that she was like, here's my thing. No one supported Phaedra when Phaedra made that up about Candy.
No one.
Not one person.
Not one. And you know what? Go ahead.
So no one is going to support Brynn because this
But
is
they did for so long. They were
they
coddling
did,
her,
but
and I
not
don't
this, not this. What I'm
understand
saying is that don't
why. No, I mean
it's
on this,
okay to be fun with
Jenna.
sex when it's just about you, Brynn, but when you use your traumatizing experiences as a weapon,
Yes.
you have to pick a lane. You cannot be so fluid and open about your positive sexual moments or the things about yourself that you
Right.
love,
Yes.
while at the same time, to the same people in the same crowd,
Yeah.
weaponize
It,
your
it,
experiences and hold them accountable when they are meeting your energy
mhm.
exactly with what you're bringing.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
Brinning, what
Yeah.
you're brinning,
But
baby.
I didn't understand why for a lot of it, they were 100% were taking Bryn's side in this story. And even though Uba was, had her come to Jesus moment with Jenna and everything, it wasn't until Uba left with Jessel, who did the right thing, and went to a hotel, and they were all just sitting there, and Brynn goes, "Oh, um, maybe, she didn't understand what I said."
I know.
And they were all like, "What?" But they already had their little antennas up with her because they've each had a situation with her where she has turned the story to her advantage. She has, she was horrible to Rebecca Mankoff the whole entire season.
Do you think she forgets she has a camera on her?
I don't know. I mean, we've kind of seen this in a few shows this year. Craig has the same problem.
No,
Saying,
not even remotely the same.
no, 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 not the same, but similar. How's that? I'm going to say similar.
I
Where
mean,
Craig
maybe 10
said,
seasons of Craig bottled up into 2 seasons of
yeah, oh,
Brynn.
or even one. Okay. And a little bit of Bronwyn. She's got a little bit of the similar type of no, 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 no. Not but she takes things you say and she turns them into something that wasn't said either.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
true.
about that way, and I'm talking about how great they all gaslight a little bit.
The
That's what I'm
difference
saying.
is that Bronwyn's like Bronwyn, I
No,
think, was
Bronwyn's was about something serious.
insecurity and Bronwyn we talk about that in our Salt Lake City recap, but I'll say that this what I'm saying about Bronwyn's energy with all that, like that, like whole like repeating things, whatever, was because she wanted to be relevant. Brynn wants to hurt people. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Bryn is
Brynn wants to be higher than
hurt,
people.
hurt. Yes, yes.
Bronwyn, it's
And
just a different cast. It's a
no, no,
different
no. I'm
city.
not talking about this the same. No, I actually think, honest to God, and whatever. I'm not a
Bronwyn doesn't
doctor.
want to be the star of the show. Bronwyn wants to feel like a full-time cast member.
Yes, yes. She wants to fit in.
Bryn wants to be the star. They all started at the
Yes,
same time. Bronwyn's
yes.
joining a cast where there's a bunch of people that are the stars because they were the OGs.
Which is strange because I would say out of all of those women, Rebecca Minkoff is the most successful.
Yes, but I'll
Jenna,
also say
yes,
like
but
Lisa
Rebecca.
Barlow was
And
not
so
as
why
entertaining
why did she
season one
go
and two.
after? Yeah, but I'm thinking there's a psychological reason she went after Rebecca Minkoff and put her down. This is how Bryn operates, and you see it now. I mean, and I mean, she's talking about she only flies private. Give me a break. She's talking about the Russian billionaires. Give me a break. They're all having these things go off in their head. As she told Jenna that Aaron thinks you're poor. She told um, the other ones that, oh, I was in on the whole joke. And I mean, she has turned probably 10 stories around this season. She way overplayed her hand. I mean, so much. And I really do believe she is leaving. And I wrote this down because I want to say it. She needs to leave so she can heal, because otherwise she's going to continue to bleed all over everybody else.
Ooh, that's true.
And one of the worst things she said in this whole episode, which to me highlighted her level of narcissism, was how do you, to these women, Erin has children, Cy has women, Jessel has women, Rachel has women, it's Raquel. Um, all of these women have children except her. She's the only one without a child, correct?
Yeah.
And she goes, how do you think I feel? Someday my children are going to see this.
Uba.
Uba doesn't. Okay. How do you think I feel? Someday my children are going to see this. I'm thinking, you don't have any kids. You're talking about, again, imaginary things that are
But
out
also
here.
you did it.
Yes, she did it. But I'm just saying,
This
the
isn't OC,
idea,
this isn't the OG Housewives. This show has been on Bravo for 20 years, honey.
that's true. Hmm.
Ramona Singer, like, did anyone watch? Like these, like we've watched it. Teresa went to jail. Jen Shaw's in prison. Like, come on. Know what you signed up for. Like, it's pathetic.
Yeah, but not only that, when
She
she
was a rotten
said,
apple, and I'm so happy she's done with the show. And you know what?
I do
I'm
believe
willing to
she's
say
done with the
something.
show. And I think the reason she's done with the show is that when you catch somebody in so many lies, they've exposed themselves. And Bravo has had enough problem with housewives who have gone after them. They don't need one that has shown she will go after the castmates. Because I mean, what she did, and I'm going to tell you, I think Jenna Lyons is not either naive or stupid or had her own little hat on for Brynn, because her level of sympathy for her, I didn't understand. I was in the side camp. Nah, I'm done with you. You're nope. I'm done with you. I have no use for Brynn. None.
I don't
She
either. I don't think
exposed
the
herself.
cast does.
She
And
exposed herself in such a level. I do want to say this. I do think she has, she's almost borderline pathological. I
oh,
do.
she totally is.
Yeah. And I want to say
Like,
something. I am not a doctor, but I have played one with my family and friends for the last 40 years. That's so funny. Think about it. I'm not a
it's
doctor,
true.
but I've played one for, I mean, with my family. Oh God,
Yeah, it's
I'm their
true.
own physician.
I
Think
just
about it.
don't I just
I
think
do
that
want to say this. This is important. I want to make sure we get this in. If you need to talk to somebody about sexual assault, the number is 1-800-656-HOPE.
oh, that's great that you
They
did
put
that.
it up, and I thought that's important because there are women who
Well,
are
especially because they're
sexually.
not there's all people, men, women, anything. But
And here's
um
the thing, if she actually was sexually assaulted, and I'm going to say if she was, because everybody in the cast was like, I don't want to take away from what happened to her in life.
well, she
I
just
don't want to
lies.
take
We've
away,
seen her
but
lie
she
about
lies
stupid
so
stuff,
much.
big
I
stuff,
don't
small stuff,
know.
everything.
I
Yeah.
don't know if she's been sexually assaulted.
We don't know. We don't know her
If
either.
she has been, and she's putting up this wall, of course I have sympathy for her, but she has some mental issues and she really needs to deal with them.
Totally.
That's not a healthy person. And
Not at
what
all.
was even more unhealthy is how the next morning it was just like, oh hey, yeah, we're just sitting here, like nothing happened. I mean, a normal
Yeah.
person would be like under the covers, mortified that this had
Because I
happened to
think
them.
she's normalized her behavior so much that she didn't
Yeah,
realize the severity
yeah.
of this one.
That
It's
she's. I mean, maybe when she said maybe she didn't clock it, I thought maybe she didn't
And
clock
she
it.
thought even with that saying clock it, maybe she didn't clock it. Like that to me is like, oh,
Just
even
a
in this moment, you're using your slang thinking it's not that big of a deal. Like you should
yeah,
say, oh my
yeah,
God,
totally.
how about this?
How
Oh my
about oh
God,
my
I just
God,
thought of something.
maybe
What if
she
like she
yeah
didn't
like and take
process
any
it
accountability, but she has
and like
no ability.
and maybe she says
To
like, you know,
Just no ability to.
you know,
Just no ability. But I don't
yeah.
think she's going to come back. I really don't. It should be I don't know why they believed her for so long, because I've been complaining about her all season. Of course, sometimes when you're in the middle of a mess, you don't understand the mess. I could see through her the whole time. It is pure manipulation on her part.
Yeah.
Pure
Yeah.
manipulation.
And I think, but I just think that we need to give them a shot if they get rid of Brynn. It could make a huge difference.
We'll see.
We'll see. Who's your
We'll
mess?
see. Oh, Brynn.
Yes.
Brynn,
Second
Brynn,
mess, because
Brynn.
it's so obvious.
Oh, Uber. I mean, Uber has to take some here. She does go
I think it's
crazy.
Erin for getting mad that they brought it up. You're filming a reality show. Get over it.
Oh, you know what? Erin doesn't look good in any of this, and she's trying to double down and back right now in real life with her posts and stuff. But she was there. I know. She was coddling her. She fell for
Exactly.
the manipulation. That's how I feel. I'm done with this show. I'm done with it. I'm done. And you know what? It was entertaining, but eh, I'm done. DUN. Done. I know how to spell done, but I like to do it that way.
Exactly.
All
Love ya.
right.
Bye.
Bye.